Have you ever felt like something invisible is stealing your peace? Lust is that silent thief creeping into hearts and minds uninvited, turning small desires into massive destructions. It's like a shadow that grows the more we ignore its presence, ready to dictate our deepest and often irreversible decisions. Why does lust hold such power? Because it operates in darkness, corrupting what should be pure. Since the fall of man, sin has distorted our nature, turning fullness into emptiness. Ephesians 4:22 reminds us to shed our old selves that thrive on these deceitful desires. Every day we ignore this call, the chains tighten further. What are you allowing into your eyes? Every look is a choice, and that choice can define your destiny. Job understood this when he said, "I made a covenant with my eyes." This covenant wasn't just about what he saw, but about what he allowed to shape his heart. Provocative movies, social media, and fleeting images might seem harmless, but they plant seeds of something far greater. Do you think a simple glance can't harm? David thought the same until he saw Bathsheba from his rooftop. What began as a prolonged look grew into uncontrollable desire, leading him to betrayal, lies, and even murder. Sin never comes alone. It carries guilt, pain, and lifelong consequences. And what if David had turned away that night? The story would be entirely different. But he chose to look, and in doing so, opened the door to a whirlwind of poor choices. Maybe you believe you're in control, but lust is a master manipulator. It doesn't stop where you want. It stops where it decides. How many battles have you lost by trying to fight where you should have fled? Paul gives us a simple yet powerful strategy. Flee youthful passions. Too often, we trust in our own strength and place ourselves in situations where defeat is inevitable. Exposing yourself to what you know can bring you down is not bravery, it's foolishness. Running isn't cowardice, it's wisdom. Have you noticed how lust creeps into every corner of life? Pornography is a prime example, accessible with a single click and disguised as something normal or harmless. Don't be deceived. Pornography isn't just content, it's a trap that enslaves minds and hearts, corrupting our perception of love, intimacy, and respect. The real danger lies in what we allow to linger in our minds. A video watched today becomes a recurring image tomorrow, and before long, we're nurturing destructive fantasies that warp our character and distance our souls from God. Vigilance is crucial because the battle isn't just against what we see, it's against what we let grow inside us. It's not only about avoiding harmful content, but also about protecting your mind, heart, and faith. What kind of environment are you in? The places we frequent shape our character more than we realize. Environments that dismiss purity or normalize sin are traps pulling us down. Nightclubs, parties filled with visual temptations, or even certain online spaces with provocative content can become anchors, keeping us bound to what we aim to escape. Proverbs teaches that iron sharpens iron, and this applies to the places we choose to be. That's why it's vital to seek environments that encourage justice, faith, and peace. Surrounding yourself with spaces that promote healthy values and steer you away from temptation strengthens your spiritual journey, aligning your heart and mind with what is good and pure. When was the last time you reflected on the value of your body? The Bible calls us temples of the Holy Spirit. Yet, we often treat this temple with neglect. The same body used to pray and seek God cannot be used to fulfill destructive desires. Every choice is an opportunity to honor or dishonor this sacred temple. Why do we insist on testing our limits? If we know certain places, people, or situations lead us into sin, why do we expose ourselves? A married man has no business being in a nightclub. A single person shouldn't engage in situations that test their boundaries. This isn't about weakness, it's about spiritual intelligence. Did you know David shouldn't have been on that rooftop that night? He should have been on the battlefield with his men. Being in the wrong place was the first step in his downfall. How many times have our own falls begun because we chose to be where we shouldn't? What are you pursuing today? Paul tells Timothy to flee lust and follow righteousness, faith, love, and peace. But he doesn't stop there. He emphasizes doing this alongside those who call on the Lord with a pure heart. Choosing the right path becomes easier when we're surrounded by the right environments. Today, you can choose to feed or destroy what tries to control you. Lust may seem overwhelming, but God provides the tools to overcome it. Run away, guard your eyes, seek wholesome environments, and remember, you are not alone. Freedom is within reach, but it takes courage to choose what's right, even when the wrong seems easier. If this message has resonated with you, don't hesitate to take action. Subscribe to the channel for more transformative and edifying content. Leave a like to help this message reach even more people, and don't forget to comment below. What impacted you the most? We want to hear your experience and grow together on this journey of faith.